Thank you for that warm welcome, Vince. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first ever fully virtual T-Cubed International Conference. As we connect this year over our computer screen, I think it's safe to say that the past year didn't turn out the way any of us expected it would. I can vaguely recall sitting down and writing out my goals at the beginning of 2020. And while completing an Ironman was on my list, surviving a global pandemic was not. And I think it's safe to say it probably wasn't on your lists either. Over the past year, you have participated in the biggest e-learning experiment in history as online learning went from optional to mandatory or somewhere in between. You have had to make colossal shifts in terms of where and how you deliver instruction and have kept our kids learning even in the darkest days of the pandemic. As the debate rages on over when and how to safely reopen schools for in-person instruction, teachers have been at the center, often chastised for challenging it, sometimes praised for finding ways to make it work. But the debate often neglects just how physically and emotionally draining teaching during a pandemic has been on the educators themselves. Some of you may know I used to be a math teacher, and I've always thought that I get it in terms of the struggles teachers face, whether it's grading papers at all times of the night or the occasional unpleasant parent complaints. But I can't say that anymore. The education system has been turned upside down, and you have found ways to deliver high-quality math and science instruction under the most challenging and stressful of circumstances. You are in a league of your own. Whether finding ways to develop relationships with students you've never met, risking your own health and safety by going into the classroom, or teaching students in person while simultaneously leading back-to-back group video lessons for remote learners, with parents lurking in the background. The demands being placed on you are daunting. Despite the many risks and challenges you face, you continue to show up, providing comfort and consistency amid chaos. As a parent and former educator, I am overwhelmed with gratitude for the gift of learning you are sharing with our children. If we've learned anything from this pandemic, I hope it's that the teaching profession, which has often been marginalized and overlooked despite its critical role in shaping young minds, deserves our eternal respect and admiration. While this has been a difficult and different year, to say the least, I believe it has also been a year of growth. When I was training for my Ironman last year, I often found myself repeating the Ironman mantra, "Anything is possible," especially when I felt like quitting. While the words are simple, the message is a powerful one that helped me visualize crossing the finish line and achieving my goal. While it may be difficult for you to see your finish line right now, I encourage you to reflect on how far you've come on those days when the internet is down or you abruptly have to switch from in-person to remote instruction with whiplash speed. Remind yourself, anything is possible. You are the real Ironmen and women pushing yourselves to find creative ways to educate students in a variety of different learning environments, reaching them on levels that far exceed tests, classrooms, and computer screens. Much like competing in a race, the pain and discomfort you feel is only temporary and can make us all stronger in the long run. While it may feel like everything around you is in a constant state of change, I can assure you that what hasn't changed is TI's commitment to you and helping your students succeed in math, science, and beyond. We are with you and cheering for you every step of the way.